The Last Jedi is finally coming out next month. That means we'll finally get the satisfying answers to all our questions like who's Rey, who's Snoke, and what's up with Luke, why is he all mad? Until that movie comes out, all we can really do is revisit all the other Star Wars movies that have come out throughout the years, and judge them. Here are the Star Wars movies ranked from worst to best, in my opinion. You can write your ranking in the comment section below, or just get mad at me for sharing mine. If you're new to the channel, you can also hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date with our videos. Starting off the list, Attack of the Clones was the worst Star Wars movie we've seen so far, in my opinion. There was so much focus on the love story between Anakin and Padme. The problem was they had so little chemistry together. It was like watching a rock fall in love with another rock with a little ponytail thing and a bad attitude. Wasn't fun to watch. The whole thing was like a big, poorly written romance movie with some bad CGI lightsaber fights sprinkled in. Revenge of the Sith also had a lot of problems, one of the major ones being the writing. Like Padme dying of a broken heart. You've got this great female character and she just dies when her relationship doesn't work out. The other problem with the movie was just straight up Hayden Christensen. He just wasn't the right guy to show the huge conflict we needed to see in the character as he was drawn to the dark side. Although to be fair to him, a lot of that probably had to do with the direction of George Lucas, or lack thereof. A lot of people like to build this as the worst Star Wars movie. And yeah, there were a lot of flaws with it, but there was some very cool stuff in there too. For one, Darth Maul is one of the coolest villains we've seen in years, and they should not have killed him off so soon. And also the movie introduced the world to pod racing, which, if anything, spawned a lot of fun video game moments. Here's where things start to take a turn from the negative to the positive on this list, for the most part. The last film in the original Star Wars trilogy had some amazing moments in it and wrapped up the trilogy in a satisfying way, but it also kind of felt like there was a lot of filler. The Ewoks are cute and everything, but they were kind of a distraction from all the big characters we all came to love and care for. Some of the big moments were also a little anticlimactic. The Force Awakens brought new life into Star Wars that a lot of people assumed was dead because of the prequels. The special effects had all been kicked into high gear and it brought back some of the characters from the original trilogy that we hadn't seen in decades. That being said, it felt like there was a little bit of recycling from the original trilogy, but for the most part it managed to toe the line between nostalgia and novelty pretty well, and a testament to how good it was is how pumped people are for The Last Jedi. One of the great things about Rogue One is that it showed that there could be a Star Wars movie that didn't directly follow Skywalkers around, although there was some Darth Vader in it. But the movie also brought a new kind of war-style cinematography to the Star Wars universe that made it feel fresh. It also changed the way we watch A New Hope for the better. Speaking of A New Hope, we have to give love to the movie that started it all. None of those other movies would have been possible if this movie didn't build up the Star Wars universe. It introduced us to things like lightsabers and Jedi and the Skywalkers. The lightsaber scenes in A New Hope might not be as amazing as some of the other ones on this list, but lightsaber fights wouldn't even be a thing without this film. And here it is, the best Star Wars movie on this list. The Empire Strikes Back managed to use the groundwork that was done in A New Hope and really push the entire universe forward. With director Irvin Kershner and screenwriter Lawrence Kasdan stepping in, there was a freshness to the sequel that made it pretty mind-blowing. It also includes one of the most iconic moments in movie history. And that does it for this video. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with this ranking, and if not, what your ranking would be and why. If you're watching this video on Facebook, you can hit that link to jump over to YouTube and subscribe to Screen Rant. Thanks for watching.